Hey everybody, Macktion here, and I worked a little bit of magic and got my hands on the Chasm demo that's going to be shown at PAX. So if, like me, you're unable to make it, well, sit back, relax, and see what they're seeing. So first off, it says press A to play, but that's bound to Z on the keyboard at present. I could change that a little bit later, but I am kind of used to it, so I'll stick with it. So, you're a soldier, you've received a letter, you've got to come home, and you go AWOL to go home and see what's up. But you run into the mining town of Carthus, and, well, some interesting things happen from here. So I'm using the arrow keys. We're hitting enter to go into the menu, and let's see, C and Z. Z's accept, C is back, good, good. Now let's see, what are we doing for jump? Okay, so X is your right hand, C is your, well, I suppose that's your left. But what about jump? Shift, Control, no, Tab, that brings up the map. But what about, Welcome to Carthus. Well, let's proceed in the tutorial anyway. Let's go ahead and talk, shall we? Ah, good to know. Yeah, I somehow highly doubt that, yes, 13 gold. Definitely enough to buy gold and jewelry and all the things we want. That's an ominous looking portal with a raven. Oh, Z is to jump. I should have known. Okay. Be back soon. Good to know. Okay. Welcome to Carthus. Unfortunately, you've arrived at a bad time. 2 days ago, the miners never returned after their shift. Then that stranger showed up. I've tried to go for help, but I can't explain it. I just kept walking in circles. There were rumors of a discovery down in the mines before the miners disappeared. Given the situation up here, your only option is to head into the mines and investigate. Now be careful and report back if you find anything. Okay, dokie. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? So, I suspect that the spikes are going to result in my demise. And I don't particularly want to test it out. Ah. I wonder what that vial is. Let's have a look. Use item. Turkey leg. Huh. It doesn't seem to show up. Maybe under weapons. Nope. Surely it's not an artifact. Okay. Well, anyway, we will soldier on. A part is missing. Okay. Nice. Okay, so, you know, some of the things are pretty easy to understand. I mean, you've got your basic GUI with life. I presume that the blue is going to be magic or mana. Okay, I have to admit, I do have a little bit of information about this game because I have actually been watching the development process. But since you guys don't know, I figured I'd, you know, discuss it a little bit as I went. There you go. Not a big fan of mice, not in real life. Ow. Yep. Better not do that. This is what happens when you try to get clever and do these awesome charged shots. You just wind up getting yourself in a whole heap of trouble. Okay. Nice. Oh, and level up does a health refill. Health refill. Refill. It's very, ooh, a miner. You raised the gate. Thank the Watchers. I can finally get out of this place. Okay, so get out of here. If only I could muster up the courage to leave it. Ah, okay, well, I guess I can't blame you then. Nice. So I can heal up at those spots. Good to know. So I wonder what these guys are carrying. It does actually kind of look like a gravestone, but yeah, I somehow doubt I'm going to be able to pull off the acrobatics needed to get up there. Okay. Ooh, moving platforms. That's new. It's got some good solid platformy action to it. The controls are pretty darn responsive as well. And granted, this is just a PAX demo, but the mechanics are clearly... Ah! I hate bats. Bats are my least favorite type of enemy. Well, so far, I'm pretty pleased that I haven't found any pixel-perfect jumps. No, we'll hang on to those solely in the Mega Man realm, I hope. Ouch. Okay. You know, I think now's a good time to use an item. Don't you think? I knew you'd agree with me. So let's see. Turkey leg? Hey! Not too shabby. What do we got here? A cloth tunic. I could go for some armor. What have I got? Nothing. I do look much the same, however. Not a bad thing, just an observation. Nice. Crouching down will let you look down if there's more screen to go down. Which is nice. And I guess that's not a jump I can manage. Okay. Now you can perform a smaller jump by just kind of feathering that there. Oh, but hang on a second. I somehow sense I missed something, but I doubt I can actually make that jump. So, let's go back down here. We can save at the campfire again, and give that another shot. Okay, so not to bore you, so I'm going to go ahead and cut to when I'm back there, and we can see if I can't figure... Well, hang on. Yep, it looks like I've exhausted all the possibilities that I can, and haven't found anything that is particularly, you know, particularly stands out, so I'm gonna go for that again. I'm gonna cut, and see you back there in a minute. Alright, so I'm back here, but I still can't figure out how to grab onto this ledge, or if that's even possible. Well, I'm reasonably confident that that's a mechanic that at some point in time will be in the game, but I can't figure out how to work it just yet. And unfortunately, since I'm not at PAX, I don't have James or one of the other guys to, you know, show me how it's done. So, I'm going to go out on a limb here and try dropping down. Let's take the plunge. Ah! Well then. Nice. I suppose I could have looked down, but for whatever reason I was fairly convinced that there was nothing down here. So I've got oxygen levels. I'm sure I'm going to take damage, which I can't afford to right now if I let it go down much farther. So let's push on through, shall we? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, what do we got here? More moving platforms. Ah! I have to say, so far, the spikes are without question the biggest obstacle for me. Back in the days of this game's Kickstarter campaign, it was without question the bats that did me in. Okay, so that... Ah! What? Come on. Forget about it. Okay, what have we got? We've got this one here, and that's about it. Ouch! What do you think you're up to? Throwing picks? Ooh, what's this? Miner's Note 1. Well, ought to have a look, oughtn't we? Let's see. Use item. I lost the rest of the group in the mad rush back to the surface. I was so frightened by what I saw that I disabled the elevator and hid the part. May the Watchers forgive me for trapping my friends down. You're kind of a bastard, you know that? You can't just leave your pals. Okay. Now here's to hoping I can make it back in one piece. I'm pretty sure that, like most demos, even though this has a, you know, a save option, I'm reasonably confident that, that if I die, it's going to be game over and it won't give me an option to restore from the last campsite. I mean, why would you want to do that? After all, you know, it's a demo. You don't want somebody hogging up all the time at PAX. So let's see, okay. Yes, good, good. Come on, Mac. Knock him out the box. Whew. Wouldn't it be terrible if I had fallen in the spikes right there? Ended everything. We're back in it again, now that we've got full health. So, if you happen to like the music, that is the work of one Jimmy. Jimmy, I'm gonna ruin your last name, so forgive me, but it's Jimmy Stuvlak, right? Tell me that's right, Jimmy, and if not, you know, don't hate me. But Jimmy does a fantastic job of the music. And yeah, the mechanics are kind of, the programming's kind of tag-teamed by James Petruzzi, who's been the founder behind the Discord games, as well as Chasm, and then Tim Dodd, who's been working on the programming as well. Now, it's kind of fun because, since I backed this game on Kickstarter back in the day, I do happen to have access to the... Ah, there we are. Down and jump to go through those platforms. I've got access to the live stream, the backers-only live stream, which is quite fun. Now, let's see. All right. That's actually kind of cool. It reminds me of Samus when she's getting power-ups. Oh, so that's the demo. Nice, nice. Well, it does definitely have some differences from the version that I originally played, at the Kickstarter version, where you kind of got to the boss. But there are a lot of changes for the better, I think. For example, I would definitely say that the background and the atmosphere is a lot better. Back during the Kickstarter demo days, there was in fact no moving platforms to speak of, and the dangers seemed to be mostly from the enemies rather than environmental dangers quite as much. So it's nice to see some growth there, and the fact that there's, well, admittedly this demo has much less content, I would say, than the original Kickstarter demo version. That being said, I think it's clear that a lot of that original stuff from the Kickstarter demo is probably going to wind up being in the game. They just wanted something quick to get people in and out at the convention, but it definitely looks really nice. And, you know, I'm probably biased, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this game in action once we get our hands on it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed, and if you have, a comment or a like would be most appreciated. It's your feedback that lets me know how to best allocate my time in the things that you want to see. If you click on any of the links around here, you'll be taken to a playlist with more of that particular brand of madness. And be sure to subscribe so that you can always be the first to know when I have some new content out. Thanks again, and see you around.